Thank you so much. Still Morning Express on Main 98.3 FM, famously known as the sound of Lagos. Thank you for staying through and just staying at the other side of the radio. To Mail and Focus, right now, few minutes from now, we will be getting your thoughts and definitely your reservations, your contributions and your submission on the major issues we'll be bringing to the fore, bringing to limelight and bringing to the table this morning for discourse. But before then, you're welcome once again to Mail and Focus on Mail 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And you can also listen via Radio Guardian and also our website, www.mainlandfm.com. My name is Mᴏɪᴜ and I'm graciously welcoming you back once again. The two major focus this morning, this Tuesday morning, of course, the 29th day in the month of April, which has definitely been the center of conversation. And the question being asked, are we tilting towards a one-party state or one-party nation or one-party country? This defection, especially collapsing the opposition structure in a state to the ruling party, is it just the interest? Is he considering? So, speaking of the defection, yesterday the vice president received members of the Oborevori and his predecessor, Ifeanyi Okowa, and other PDP defectors yesterday. The governor saying that we have to align, we have to align with the center in the interest of the people of the state so that we get, progressive governance in the state. Let me allow us to listen to the statement credited to the governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborevori, and also his predecessor, Ifeanyi Okowa. But before then, secondly, the issue of the day is about the NNPCL being under fire after, the cheery news of the fact that, coming back to stream operational is the Warri and Port Harcourt refinery. We are now getting, especially Warri refinery has been shut down, and also the Port questioned the operational integrity of the NNPCL, particularly regarding that the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company has remained short. Reports this month, 2025 document $197.6 million in maintenance cost. Executive officer, that military, declared it's operational. There was even a tour. Now we're having issues. So what are your thoughts about this? What do you think the problem really is? All right, Okowa, this is the voice of Ifeanyi Okowa at the defection party.
On Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2025, that we have decided to change our path. People wondered why. But one thing is very important. In the history of a people, there is always a time to change their path for the common good of the people. And whatever decision that we took was based on that common good and the need to change our path in the best interest of our state. As I did tell people that day, it was not about me. It was not about the governor. But the fact that there is a need for us to connect to Abuja. That goodwill that is in Abuja, that resource that is in Abuja, of which Delta State is a large contributor, there was a need to connect to it. I was governor for 8 years. I was in opposition. I did my best, but we lost a lot. And I did not believe a lot. But as the governor is doing a lot for us, he also needs to connect to the greater source of power and resource and goodwill in Abuja. And when we sat down after stakeholders meeting, we thought that it was necessary to make this move.
Carry go. What we join. It's a movement. It's a movement. And when you have a movement, you don't fail. And I want to assure our chairman, national chairman, No more faction again.
Confirm.
Because let me tell you, APC is not like PDP. Let me tell you, the governor takes charge.
Yes.
And we are taking charge.
Yes.
Is it not true? Whether the faction of 괏ᴏᴜ, whether the faction of Fᴜᴜᴜ, I don't believe in any faction.
Yes.
Everybody must queue.
Yes.
And it will bring development, it will bring peace, it will bring unity in Delta State and in other governors will join. It's a movement.
Very, and the former, that of his predecessor, Ifasorok, to get better development, to unite the people of the state and the interests of the people. Do you agree with that ideology, so to say? That's that about that. And also, secondly, about the NNPCL being under fire as we have the Warri refinery shutting down, shut down drag since January 25, and even the Port Harcourt refinery struggling at under 40% production capacity. What really is the issue here? We'll get Side Fᴜᴜᴜ back to give, to just, elaborate on his perspective or give new ones, and then we'll get you on board as well in the conversation. Hello, Fᴜᴜᴜ. Good morning once again.
Yes, thank you, Lady Mo.
All right.
Well, again, like I said earlier in the morning, well, it's left for Nigerians to smell the coffee. It's left for Nigerians to pay attention to these things. Our politicians will always present their personal aspirations and interests as interests that are supposed to project our common good and prosperity, which is a lie. These defections are never about the interests of Delta State or the people of Delta State. Think to Okowa, because people have been saying, oh, he has now told you the reason for defect. They want to align Delta with the center. Delta that has always been in the center before 2015. And we knew what had been happening to the resources of the people of that state. From James Ibori, Udwaha, to him and the governor. The only thing that can bring prosperity to Delta State now is when it aligns with the center. So why was it not prosperous? The people is never in their calculation. Because they know that at the end of the day, poverty, illiteracy has been weaponized. And so they need to meet at the center. If it did not play its opposition politics well, stand firm, be so resolute to galvanize the opposition to the point where in 2015 they were able to wrestle power from the PDP. How would they now be able to go and join it? So that's why you see, no matter what anybody thinks about governors under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you cannot question his political acumen. And I'm sorry to say, these guys are. There was a time that the whole Southwest was taken by the PDP. He was the only one that survived. So they don't have the sense to play that kind of politics to keep your position strong. And maybe one day also wrestle power from the APC. They all have to jump ship. It's unfortunate. And then on the oil sector, we've always said it. We keep asking questions. We probe into some of these things. And like I told you also in the morning, we may not know what is really going on in that sector. But the one we know is that the sector that has been run online. Warri was shot since January 25. Up till today, nothing is happening in that facility. But they want us to celebrate their lives and
your thoughts. Really appreciate, of course. I would like to hear from you. Would like you to hear your reservations, your contributions, preferring solutions. Moving ahead, speaking about nation building, speaking about collectively having discourse, intellectual discourse, and to move the country forward, to bridge the loop. All right, the number to call this morning, 09136000410, 09136000410. You can as well navigate your thoughts, your submissions via WhatsApp and text messages on 09136000430, 09136 FM. Just go to Facebook or YouTube and search for me. Definitely we will take note of and read out. Just on the refinery, Oladini Akim says, good morning to news anymore, because you hear mind-troubling and headache news coming from the people running the affairs of this country. Well, we've seen going through processing and digesting this news because I usually used to take break while the Milan FM. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much. Of course, literally you tell yourself you don't want a very active state. Thank you very much for the message regardless. Ajala Olufoad, God bless everyone in the studio. Amen. For the refineries, since those refineries are not produced for the benefits of Nigerians, the money they used to repair those refineries could have been used to open factory to employ people. Delta State Decams, Lady thanks for playing the soundbite. Thank you as well about the resources of the center. God bless Nigeria and give us good leaders. Amen. Thank you very much. God bless you too. All right, we'll start with the calls. Don't forget, turn down the volume of your radio set so when you call, your name and where you're calling from. And of course, remember our rules. Yes, our rules and regulation. No character assassination. And of course, no attacking, no insulting. Just we can do go ahead to be intentional as possible and make a radio worthy conversation this beautiful morning. All right. 09136000410 mail and focus on mail on 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos. My name is Mᴏᴜ. Your name is?
I said my name is Okangbelinna.
Oh, thank you for calling.
Yesterday, I was watching all those people in Delta State about tsunami and tsunami. That tsunami they're talking is for them. I don't believe that people who have EFCC case and are running for protection will cause tsunami for 2027 is between the Stars and INEC.
PCL.
NNPC refinery not working or they are working. For me, man, they said the NNPC were working before. Fuel was still 1,000. And you are talking about NNPC.
All right.
Whether NNPC or not.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
What?
It's doing very well. God bless you too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Barrister Peter Oko from Maryland.
All right.
Yeah. On the issues we are discussing, with respect to the recent detention in Delta State, the problem here is that there is God insincerity in this whole thing. That is what if you power and at all. You go to Delta at the evening and all that. He did not, the people for themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Calling from Mᴏᴜ.
All right. Thank you.
And I want us to understand one thing. These people are looking for power. There's a picture that and the way they are speaking, are they representing the interest of people of the state? What they are looking for is it for the interest of the public or their family and their own pockets? So at the end, what would they tell the people when they will come back second time to campaign? And also of the NNPC, the more, in fact, it's a complete fraud and nothing will happen. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good, beautiful morning to you too. Hello, good morning. Are doing well as well.
Well, my friend,
Great.
this is Madam Mrs.
Thank you for calling.
You see, yesterday, I looked at that, the campaign, whatever. The way I look at it is about
Hello?
to have become to APC. Is that if you yesterday I was looking for James Ibori, I didn't see maybe PPP to APC. I didn't see them there. I didn't see her daughter. I didn't see most of the people that have already become before him.
All right.
So there's still for 2027. This 2027, no people won't go reach there. So God.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sarah. Look at what is happening in Nigeria in general and Lagos State in particular. In that, number one, most of them that are moved. Number two, subsidy has been removed. Not to solve the problem of Nigeria. It's being used to empower politicians and talk. So those that are moving, they
student loan.
My sister, student loan. I think you read the news this morning that local government autonomy is part of their achievement. You yourself answer that question. Is there any local government autonomy a year after the court pronouncement?
Thank you. Thank you for your call.
Don't allow yourself to be deceived.
All right. Thank you. Really appreciate
it. You have one chance. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Peter Fᴜᴜᴜ South local government, to be precise. You see, to me, I believe that because since PDP government from 1999 to date, Fᴜᴜᴜ South, it was only within the military regime of Samuel Ogbomudia that I'm surprised at what is happening at the moment. During the election, that I cannot even turn it to the less you look, the more you see. So I thought that the Port Harcourt was realistic. Never knew it was just.
So much for calling. Really appreciate. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mᴏᴜ.
Good morning.
Hello, refinery.
Please do.
First of all, big kudos for our president. But don't dismiss or your scupper them, or delete them, from NMPs that clearly should not go free. How he manage our refinery? You should come and if you come and explain. We are not a fool, This is the price of petroleum for us in this country. If our refinery is working, Warri refinery and Kaduna refinery is not for our local consumption. So, and that is why, because it's not functioning, that's what Dangote is deciding for us on the price. So, clearly must not go free. On the issue of defection. Look, and that is the motto of politicians. No countenance in enemy in politics. And that's what, that is.
Stay as well. Thank you for your call. Of course, NNPCL is given this price is going to be selling the same fuel being refined. So definitely it will come up with a price.
Yeah. We are in the season now. So
thank you very much. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is that from the last two callers, I want to the issue of politics, the reality of Nigerian people.
All right.
That is just the issue. Before saying all these things, you should mind that it's not only one that is going to the market. His wife is going to the market. His husband and children are going for them to survive there.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Really appreciate it. Hello, good morning.
Not happy with the system of this country. You know why?
Why is that?
This military, very wrong.
Do you mean the fact that he said that the refineries were operational and they were getting reports?
Yes, more than Yahoo. 419. Voodoo.
All right.
What are we? There's no how you package life. The truth must always come. So that man is under investigation. No, the one before the present one now. That they say you don't know what they are doing. What is tsunami? Tsunami of corrupt people. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you for calling. Really appreciate. Still Mail and Focus on Mail on 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. We're getting your thought and your submission on the two major issues we're bringing to the fore this brief morning. Received by the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, the Governor, Delta State Governor. We had his predecessor, Ifeanyi Okowa, and also PDP, the PDR defection. To the fact that, yes, it's for the benefit of the people, especially the people of Delta State movement. Do you agree with that political statement from the political bigwigs? And away from that, we're also talking about the NNPCL, given concern shut down due to safety concerns, and also even the Port Harcourt refinery struggling at under 40% production. 40% production capacity. What do you Facebook messages? John Bernard, who he says, on the issue of defection, The excuse given by former governor of Delta State is laughable. Is he telling us that Delta State was isolated during his time as a PDP governor? On the issue of NNPC, when we said it was all lies, they were calling us names. Baba from Mword of over to you. All right. You won't understand the center alignment they are talking about. They are being threats to come out to tell you something as if you are a fool. There is no better alternative. And right now, there is no alternative. Obi and Atiku will be disasters. Just 27 election. First, we must demonetize the democratized politics or political campaign. We can do this by creating a forum where every Nigerian who thinks they have the capacity to take us to the promised land will be allowed to market their ideas with little or no financial cost is not involved. You cannot tell me that could turn this country to Dubai within 10 years. The problem is financial obstacle. We are also allowed to stand as a candidate contest an election. The second thing is that we must make sure in their choices. Thank you very much. Benjamin is about your personal interest and nothing else. APC as a party is celebrating defection today from other parties. I ask, is defection an achievement? They're now supposed to have arrested Yumin Kyari, the former CEO of NNPCL, supposed to have Kyari, the former CEO, in Freddie after sacked from office with all his deception of refinery working that never worked to date. Better politicians in this election than they have. 2027 election is likely going to be decided by ordinary citizens. I have not met a single Nigerian that says he must know that democracy is a system that allows them not just to vote but also to stand as a candidate. If you agree that those in power now are bad, then present yourself as a candidate so that you can replace them. Don't just sit around and complain. Take action. Thank you very much. James Chukwu. Good morning, Lady Mo and Fawad. Regarding the information we're getting from our oil sector, it is the same old stories. They kept everything in secrecy, no transparency at all. Do you know how much that has been spent on turnaround maintenance? How much interest have we benefited after investing? Power is transient. You cannot rule forever. James from Agbado Junction. Thank you very much. Kolawale Kazim says, I think we should focus on how to recruit competent leaders into our politics. As we understand that we all are the ones we have now are either corrupt or incompetent. In order to do this, we have to remove the barriers that are preventing competent people from joining politics and getting elected. And as you know, this obstacle is money and the behavior of voters who will only vote based on religion and tribe rather than policy. I believe media houses can help Nigerians to recruit competent people into our politics by demonetizing the politics. The problem is they will not want to do it because they themselves are part of the establishment. Candidates should not have to pay millions. They did the campaigns to APC, and with the APC misrule are a welcome idea because it's good we have them under one canopy so that when the masses real tsunami will come very soon, they will be swept away and see that they are all bunch of failed politicians, which can simply be described as birds of the same feather. For the rot in the NNPCL and their refineries, even the dead knows that it is a base for acute corruption, and the government's inability to probe them is suspicious and makes one to think government is equally involved in the corruption saga in that industry. Prince Leo from Isolo, Lagos. Taiwo says, well done, Mr. Taiwo from Ujuri Ota. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. Bolo Aduro Adebi said, we just cook up something to tell you why they are defecting. It is now left to you to believe or not. They don't care in any way about the citizens. So far, they are getting their share. Whatever they say or do is not about it. Their house on propaganda, and they shall continue to cover up with thousands of propagandas. You can hear their emotional followers saying APC is the best, PDP is dead. It is because he's still having little change in his bank account. By the time he finishes what is in bank account, his eyes will open. James Nwakachi says, Lady Moore, I agree to you very professionally. Agree to tell you what happened politically in Delta. The governor had already the governor had already perfected his plans By setting foot soldiers forward ahead of him, the senators moved, the House of Rep followed, and the governor and all his committee was the same plan that Wike had wanted to execute in River State, but it didn't work out for him. The former governor Okowa, who moved with the governor, did so because he had a case with the FCC and now it seems to be forgiven. Secondly, the former governor also moved to selfish interest, not because of the people of Delta. If I was in Delta, I would demand of their vote when these defections happen. Ledimo, please take care of yourself for me. Jari. All right, think of yourself as well. James Ogbona from Oshodi. Olamide Abolore says, morning crew, only what I have to say to repeat Mr. Fuad's quote, 괶ᴏ Yamo didn't know what he's saying to wait for another 4 years with hunger. One day monkey will go market, it will not return. Morning, sister. Morning to you too. Olu says, good morning. Buhari spent on their turnaround maintenance. Then President Buhari and likes of Lɪਧᴇ should be arrested and quizzed. Until this is done and we have a system that punish the looters, this society should forget about development. Thank you. From Hello, good morning.
Hello, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you too?
Very okay.
Can you help me move away from where you are?
Is it okay? Yes.
Let's manage.
Okay, thank you. My name is right now. Because when people the marketing Dangote, we wondering, and when they say the Ghana is no more working, the best thing to do for years is to come in. Because when you spend around 8 is to come in. And for the party that you do check all of them. What is another party? In fact, it became a strength. And that's why we only comment where's the only one man standing. And the man today is not the president of the country. We play the politics.
All right.
The opposition that doesn't mean to make enemy with the center. Yes, we dare to get what you want for your state.
All right. Appreciate. Right, 0913-600-0410. Hello, good morning.
Yes, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you. How are you? Your name?
NMP engineer from Yabaya.
All right, go ahead.
Well, you see, last year, let them arrest him and let him open all the can of worm. That didn't say that boy probably is the one that spent the money. That is part of. Let him talk. He said he would talk at the appropriate time. They have sacked him, spent money for the government for propagation of election. Let him continue his case. If not, we are not in the democracy at all. Then party system, if anybody wants to know it about it. It is you and I that need to ask these people what are your deliverables. And these people that are defected and people that are even going to defect, let us catch them. If they have skeleton in their cupboard, civil liberty civil society should stand up.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate. Got your submission. Quite clear. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
I know that everything they're saying is lie. But Nigerians believe some in election or something like that. But it's not true. Okay, the money they borrow now, what they do is to share the money, use the so I'm not surprised because they are just there for their selfish interest. They don't care about the poor masses. So, good morning.
Hello, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing very well.
If we were to be in a society that believes in the country, Nigeria, Okowa would not have gone anywhere from that venue yesterday. With the allegation of that place than police detention. I'm very unfortunate for Shetima. Shetima is telling us that tsunami took place. That was Boko Haram tsunami in Borno State. Shetima that was taken from his state when he was a governor. For NMPC, when we were talking, he was on the government. They do this, you say it's not correct. They do this. I've read one stream. I don't want to call. Nigeria must work. I was not SDP member when I voted for Onkel Abiola. And Nigerians will rescue Nigeria, irrespective of whether we are the country or not. We don't need politics.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. I want to talk about this defection. For me, I don't. I think for me, politicians always think about. In this case, I don't think they are wrong for doing that. And I don't think the issue of because they come from one party to another, we actually solve that. That does not encourage them to defect to APC. So we should actually money under the PDP. It's not that one here is an agent of government and they are doing their job.
Much for calling. Really appreciate. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, my sister.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, God bless you. I greet everybody, though. By the grace of God, I am not in any party at all, but the party I belong to, every tribe as one, as our brothers and sisters, and working for making mouth. Whether the NNP chase this man. See, let me tell you the truth. Tinubu, Akpabio, Wike. It's not this one we are making noise here on radio. People are dying. And some people are still supporting talking. In fact, look at the life of people. Sometimes I like going hunger. I will give.
Really appreciate. Hello.
Hello, Lady Mo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Shola. I'm calling from Ebela.
Thank you.
And Nigerians need to know. It's a peculiar nature of Nigeria. What you are seeing these governors display, all these defections, including me, what am I saying this? You will see a Nigerian who get an appointment or way of fame, shamelessness. And why am I saying this? They will still do the same thing. They will defect and go to the winning side and change the report. Until you start doing the normal thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate. Still, Melan Focus on Melan 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos, the several sector in the country. You can always trust Melan 98.3 FM. And with the continuous of that beautiful morning, we're bringing on board, as always, conversations surrounding the sake of the collective responsibility of every Nigerian for that. So you can join Cordelia Okwe and Joseph following show. And also, just to remind parents and guardians, on Saturday, that's 31st of May 31, 2025, in commemoration of Children's Day, which is on May 27. So the Mail Kiddies Lagos and tickets, you can also obtain your ticket right here in the station that you join us for the party, because we really are definitely expecting you. All right, back to Melan Folk Center. Forgot that there is a case of 1.4 trillion naira of funding themselves like the Delta story comprehensively. I am first my village during the rainy season, meaning they can't go to farms and fishes are caught just outside their doors. Since Ibori's time, bring flood every year. Umoro, Onya, Onoboko, permit me please, and all the other villages get flooded because of these every year until you drive to a point and the ship carries your car over the river to continue. Ibori is causing Duaha, their relation, Okowa, and their family member very, very okay. Thank you. All right, Fidelis, thank you very much for your message. John from Ijaniki says, on the issue of defection, the excuse gave by former governor of Delta around the country by the mass defection of the opposition party, the ruling party, I would like to suggest to Peter Obi, who has the mandate of Nigerian people to form an independent political party, and let us square it up with them. As for NNPCL, the same old stories. We keep pumping in money. Morning Mainland Radio, Stevie Kelly from Maryland. The defection to APC is not as a result of mining gold at the center for the people. It's all about greed and the likes of Okowa. It is to keep his loot safe. But the truth is that 2027 presidential election will spring a big surprise. Many of them defecting to APC today without clear-cut ideology will regret their actions. Away from that, he says, I pity the blind followers in Delta State. Is there any time in the history of democracy that they are not in alliance who are rushing to their party? A cage that abhors chicken and snakes, time will tell. Ifeanyi from Ashishi. This says there are no more elders in Nigeria. Let it might push the youth to some breaking point, and by then all respect for them will be gone. Kenny Ozie from Sons to our policy or polity, except if anyone can point out to me the difference between a PDP member and APC or other or the other, the group of people with baggages of. Good morning, forward. This is Lady Mo on question of the happenings regarding defection and Nigeria's one-party state status, how to become one-party state. No, the country is already in one-party states. Forget about these. Their excuses are baseless, deceitful, and disappointing, but you can believe them at your own. Good book says the devil cometh to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I come in peace. Victor Aloibuke from Ikeja. This says, good morning, Lady Moa Forward. PDP is gradually collapsing by defections. Unfold in the near future within the APC. Bride from Ikorodu father said PDP is gradually collapsing. Okay, thank you very much. It saddened my heart that in just merely 2 years after Tinubu came, the more I agree to very okay, took that from Facebook. Thank you very much. Good morning, dear lady. On political defect, not those with the capability to turn things around for the country. The only solution on the table for Nigerian companies, bad followers will never produce good leaders. Nigeria will survive. Allah bless Nigeria. Risaje Olawale Mutiu for Malakbere. Thank you. This says, morning to you. They are about the people. Tinubu wants to turn Nigeria to what it turned Lagos to. That is why he hired them what's people, like Mr. Fuad says, as if they are any OG from Ajegunle Apapa, Lagos. The mass defection of the ruling party is not guaranteed that APC will win the next election, but as a result of selfish politicians who also think about themselves, it's a pity. On the refinery, it is more you look, the less you see. God bless Nigeria. And lastly, this says, good morning. That's when we are saying that the Port Harcourt refinery wasn't working. The sympathizers of this government wanted to crucify us. Now was time to start telling Nigerians the truth, what they are capable of doing. These sycophants and sympathizers of this government should know that the scorecard of this government is known. Emeka Moses from Lagos. Submissions this beautiful morning. Let's not cease to be a patriotic citizen of this great country, nurturing our conscience just by the truth. I remember following show becoming your way.